Imagine doing everything right in life. Getting a job, working full-time, paying bills, trying to build a future, and still feeling like you're falling behind. That's the reality for millions of Americans today. Because something that once defined America is slowly disappearing. The middle class. For decades, the American middle class was seen as the backbone of the country. Ordinary people could afford homes, raise families, take vacations, own cars, save money, and believe their children would live even better lives. That was the promise. Work hard, and you could live a stable, comfortable life. But today, that promise feels broken. Across America, millions of middle-class families are struggling just to survive, not because they are lazy, not because they refuse to work, but because modern life has become unbelievably expensive. Rent keeps rising, groceries keep rising, healthcare keeps rising, education keeps rising. Meanwhile, wages for many workers have barely kept up. And slowly, the middle class began shrinking. A few decades ago, one income could support an entire family. Today, many households need 2 full-time incomes just to survive. Even then, many still live paycheck to paycheck. That's what makes this crisis so dangerous. Because when the middle class weakens, the entire foundation of society begins to crack. The middle class was never only about money. It represented stability, security, hope. The belief that ordinary people could build meaningful lives through hard work. But now millions of Americans feel trapped in a system where working harder no longer guarantees progress. And people are noticing the gap growing wider every year. The wealthy continue becoming richer. Luxury industries continue growing. Billionaires continue expanding their fortunes. While ordinary workers struggle with basic living expenses. And eventually, people begin asking painful questions. Why does life feel harder than it did for previous generations? Why can't full-time workers afford homes anymore? Why does success feel impossible for so many people? Because for many Americans, the cost of survival is rising faster than opportunity itself. And younger generations feel this pressure the most. Millennials and Gen Z entered adulthood during economic instability. Student debt exploded. Housing prices skyrocketed. Inflation increased. Now artificial intelligence threatens even more job uncertainty. So millions of young Americans feel like they are chasing a version of stability that no longer exists. Some delay marriage. Others delay having children. Many move back in with parents because living independently feels financially impossible. And social media, quietly, makes everything worse. Every day, people see images of luxury lifestyles online. Perfect homes, expensive vacations, beautiful lives. While behind the scenes, many ordinary people are struggling with stress, debt, and financial anxiety. That constant comparison creates emotional exhaustion. People begin feeling like failures, even when they are working incredibly hard. And maybe that's one of the saddest realities of modern America. The middle class is not collapsing dramatically overnight. It's disappearing slowly, quietly, month by month, bill by bill, until eventually millions of people wake up and realize they are working harder than ever, but owning less than previous generations did. That realization changes society emotionally. Hope begins fading. Trust in the future weakens. People stop believing hard work guarantees stability. And once that belief disappears, everything changes. Because strong middle classes create stable societies. But when ordinary people lose economic security, fear spreads everywhere. Anxiety rises, anger rises, division rises. And maybe that's why this crisis feels so personal to millions of Americans. Because people are not only losing money, they feel like they are losing the future they were promised. The idea that life would slowly improve through effort and sacrifice. That dream built modern America. But today, many people are no longer certain it still exists. So the next time you hear someone say the middle class is disappearing, understand what they really mean. They are talking about more than economics. They are talking about stability, dignity, opportunity, and the fear that ordinary people may no longer have a secure place in the future. Because somewhere across America tonight, millions of hard-working families are lying awake, wondering how they can keep going in a country where surviving now feels harder than succeeding once did.